After the useful feedback I got from my longtime friends regarding the last game-themed video I made, I decided to do a part 2. 5 cozy games and my honest opinions. Let's go. First, we have Hello Kitty Island Adventure. It's an open world adventure game, a massive map with different themed regions. This spooky swamp has a special place in my heart though, because it reminded me of my emo phase that literally lasted 6 years. You get to meet Hello Kitty and other Sanria characters. After a flight, you land at a mysterious land. Over time, you access more areas on the map, learn new skills, and you get to customize houses all over the map. This game is all about gift giving, so you better stock up on anything you can find. After developing friendships, you can bring them on quests. They will have their own individual perks by bringing them along. My first hours in this game, I was struggling to understand what I was supposed to do. And I thought it seemed like a childish game at first. But after a while, it grew on me. Especially after getting to the point where I could swim underwater, studying in the visitors' wishes and seeing more cutscenes. There's also events that made my experience more a more enjoyable one. Right now, it's a month of May, which runs through the entire month of May. It celebrates everything egg and Gudetama related. Gudetama is a genderless, lazy egg that is severely unmotivated and exhausted. The next one is called Date Everything. Date Everything is a sandbox dating simulator / visual novel. My beginner mistake was to walk straight out of the door, because apparently all the dating is happening inside the house with all the furniture people. Well, after you get those magical glasses, that is. I was a bit scared at first, because I didn't know what to expect. But I'm glad there was no need to call the FBI on this game. Each day you get to have 5 conversations around the house. There's no limit to how many you can befriend, romance, or hate. There's literally over 100 available characters. All the characters have voice actors, which adds to their individual personalities. They also have different music to enhance their uniqueness. Over time, based on your dialogue choices and skill / specs, you'll turn into a lovely relationship, a nice friendship, or you will turn into mortal enemies and you will hate each other. Yeah. I ended up as lovers with the trash can, which is a sentence I wouldn't expect to say ever. Date Everything seems to be very replayable due to the different outcomes based on your dialogue choices. I'm not a gamer that usually replay a game several times, but it probably will fit gamers with extra time on their hands and also the patient ones. I can imagine that game influencers or people that do gaming content as a job full time, they can easily get enough time to play this game for hours on end. We're talking easily 70, 80, 90, 100 hours possibly even in that game if they're going to replay. Because the thing about this game, you need actually to do certain choices to get points on certain abilities and to get better dialogue choices. So you need to replay several times. which is not something that motivates me, though, because it's a bit too extreme. It takes too much time because I'm in a normal job, not a game influencer job per se, or a game YouTuber. Then we have Is This Seat Taken? It's a logic puzzle game where you seat people in spots based on the needs they have. You will unlock different levels, scenarios with relatable experiences. Gotta laugh at the guy who doesn't like bad smells, but that also uses too much cologne. Dude, you also smell.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Simple design gets spiced up with the dialogue and the circumstantial scenarios. Being at a bus, concert, restaurant, cinema, park, etc. This game is like perfect when you're bored and need something simple to focus on. Could, for example, be beneficial when you're bored waiting for your flight, or when you're in the mood for a puzzle rather than something fast paced. Then we have Coffee Talk episode 1 and 2. Coffee Talk is a coffee brewing game. You play as the barista who makes drinks based on the customer's wants and needs and what ingredients you have available. Over time, you will get personally invested in the customers who visit the coffee shop, but mostly as a listener. The linear story format may throw some gamers off due to the lack of influence. But personally, I ended up enjoying it. You meet people with different connections to each other.
Nice to meet you.
Acquaintance, family, friends, coworkers, lovers, etc. You'll also see people getting to know each other for the first time. Before you start your day, you read the headlines of the newspaper while chilling with your own beverage. If this was me in real life, I would have my portion of caffeine intake through my small burn. The music in the game is described as lo-fi hip-hop blended with jazz and down-tempo beats. It's not shocking to see that all the music is available on Spotify, so go check it out. It's giving such an relaxing, atmospheric vibe. So if you haven't played those games, Coffee Talk episode 1 and 2, you have been missing out. You need that stuff in your life. I promise. Because it's like chef's kiss out here. The art style is gorgeous. It's heavily inspired by 90s anime. I kind of wish this game came out a few years before it actually did, because of a silly mistake I made as a young apprentice in, I think it was 2017, 2018 perhaps, because I knew nothing about coffee, okay? And this game kind of learns you how to make coffee. Ish, and different type of drinks, and at least like what they're made of and stuff like that, and what they're based on. It would be good to know in this scenario, because I was supposed to give a client, not my customer, but to my coworker, an espresso. I went there, clicked a button, and very little liquid came out. And I didn't realize that is what an espresso is. It's just a shot of coffee type of deal. And so I was like, this can't be right. So I clicked this button 3-4 times like a maniac. Yes, I did. And I gave it to the client. And I don't know if the client said anything, but dude, that's a triple, quadruple espresso.
What a
That's crazy.
disaster!
That's insane. So I still feel bad about that happening. I'm so sorry, dude. I didn't mean to do that. I was just stupid. I just didn't know anything better. So this game could have saved me from that not happening. Coffee Talk is casually queer.
The theme is
And certain duos are like
gay.
insinuated to be together, but it's not communicated directly. And then we have the Artful Escape. It's a narrative-driven adventure indie game where you play as the young man Francis, who is going on a musical journey. Other people are expecting him to relive his uncle's passion for folk music, while he's actually feeling the spark for a completely different genre. In the section where we learn how to truly play the holographic guitar, I didn't realize it showed on the screen what buttons you were supposed to click on the Switch, because I play on my Switch. I was basically doing the guessing game until I realized what was up. It took me a night of sleep and waking up with a clear mind to see this fact. The game is only 3 to 5 hours long, so I'm not showing any gameplay from this because I don't want to take away from your gaming experience. You can easily finish this game in an evening or over a weekend. Most of the characters have voice actors, so it's easy to follow along. The art style is colorful, even psychedelic, and dreamy. Getting to see a romanticized view of space and alien life makes you feel like you're getting an insight in how it could feel to be on something.
Drugs.
Fun fact, the founder of the game is a former musician, which makes sense considering what type of game this is. Some people call this game a walking simulator because there's a lot of walking from one place to another, like left to right. But I don't actually mind it since it's a short game. It's suiting for when you want to play something without using too much energy. The guitar sessions where you jam with alien creatures was low-key annoying though, because it was clumsy to switch between the buttons. At least it was that on the Switch when I played. It might be my lack of skills,
Are you
but
stupid or
who
dumb?
knows? A detailed customization will be available later in the game, which is something I appreciate considering our character has been through some internal changes. Thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to check the other videos I made before, especially part 1 of this or my shorts, because I post on YouTube every single week these days. I do not post a long video each week, obviously, but I always post something, a shorts or something. So just check that out in the meantime, and possibly a new video will be up next month if everything goes as planned. And I hope you found this video entertaining or just useful in any shape or form. Let me know in the comments. Be gentle though. Yeah. Bye bye.